to my channel. My name is Cassie and I do make videos every single week. Go ahead and click on the subscribe button and also follow all my social media if you guys would like to stay updated. Today we will be doing a review on the Alamar Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, and I also picked up the brush sets and I used them on my eyes today, so you guys will go ahead and see all of that in this video. I just wanted to say congratulations to her on this launch on her palette, and I only want to wish her the best of luck in the future for whatever she's coming out with, because I know she's working on palette number 2, which I'm very excited about. But as of now, we will be doing a review on this palette. I will be sharing with you guys how the formula works, the blendability of these shadows, also how they swatch and everything. Also with the brush set that she came out with, I will be letting you guys know if it's worth it or not at the end of this video. So if you guys would like to see how to get this makeup look and also to see a review on this palette, then please just keep on watching. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I will be using the Alamar Cosmetics palette. This is how it comes packaged. It does retail for $28 online, and I also got the brushes to see how well the colors work with this. I just thought it'd be a great way to just see how if the brushes are worth picking up. The brushes do retail for $18. Now this is how it comes wrapped up. I think the packaging is so cute, and honestly I waited to do this video so that my top can match this. It's really nice packaging. Now the palette looks yellow. It is such a beautiful mustard yellow, and honestly she did amazing on this, and it is called Reina del Caribe eyeshadow palette volume 1, and I know they are working on another eyeshadow palette, which I think is so exciting. I can't wait for them to reveal it. I know a lot of people did receive this in their BOXYCHARM. I personally ordered it online. They have no idea who I am, but it was highly requested for me to film it, and I know a lot of you guys aren't really familiar with them. It is a new brand coming out, so I thought it would be fun to play with the shadows, and the pigment on this looks amazing, so I was very excited. It does come with something clear on it, but I just went ahead and took it off so we can see the eyeshadows, how beautiful they are. They are a little bit more daring, I feel, like if you're not into brights, but it does come with some neutrals you guys can mix in. Then there's this one you can put on your lids. I just feel like if maybe you're not into eyeshadow, you wouldn't really like this palette, but if you're into makeup and things like that, I think you'll have so much fun with this palette. And I've seen many ways that they get creative with it, so I'm gonna try and get creative as well. But the shadows are just beautiful. I think for $28 this palette is a great deal. It comes with 8 eyeshadows, and I love the different amount of shades there is, and somehow you can still pair all of them together, and I love that. So we're gonna go ahead and just start applying these onto my eyes to see how they work. I went ahead and filled in my eyebrows off camera because it's boring, but I'm going to be priming my eyes using the AUCUOIN concealer, and this is in the shade SX07. I do like to use this to carve out my brows and also for primer because my eyeshadows apply more vibrantly, and honestly they last all day. Alright, so the brush kit does come with 3 brushes. This is a flat brush. They don't have numbers on it or anything. I was just looking. But it does come with this really cute print that says Alamar. I think the brushes are really nice. And then this other one that's almost like a flat one. I think this one will look really good. This one will be nice to apply all the shimmer on top of the eyelid. And then a buffing brush. The brushes do feel nice though. They feel nice and soft. Now jumping into the palette, I'm so excited. I've been dying to use this palette for such a long time. I'm going to take Cocoa Taxi, which is the orangey shade. I'm going to use the blending brush. I'm going to be working this into my crease. Okay, first of all, the shadows are pretty pigmented, and the brush is I really like it to focus product in just my crease. I've honestly been looking for a brush like this. As I'm applying, I'm also buffing out the product, and I'm taking this all around my eye. It's definitely very buildable too. I went ahead and lowered the brightness because I feel like it was a little too bright on camera, and I really want you guys to see the pigmentation on the eyeshadows. I'm going to switch to one of my own brushes. This is the Morphe M573, going back in with Cocoa Taxi. See if the brushes make a difference. Alright, so I don't really notice a difference in the brushes. Honestly, I really do like the buffing brush that she has. It's really nice, and I feel like it blends out the product so smooth, and the brushes are really smooth. Comparing it to my Morphe blending brush, honestly her brushes are a lot smoother, so just letting you guys know. The next shadow that I will be picking up is Tropico, and I will be going in with my Morphe M573. Alright, and this one I'm just going to focus it on the outer corners of my eyes. I feel like this is going to create a really nice sunrise look. Can you guys see how beautifully pigmented that shadow is? Now I'm going to be taking Cafecito on my Sigma Blending E25 brush. And I'm just going to focus this on the outside corners of my eyes. I don't want to use that Tropical shade, so I'm just blending right on top. Now I'm going to be taking Celia, which is this light baby blue color. It does have some shimmer on it as well. I'll be taking it with this rounded flat brush. I'm going to clean my lid space so the blue eyeshadow stands out nicely. I didn't want to wet the brush because I really wanted to see the true color payoff on the eyeshadows, but it's actually looking really nice. I love the variety of colors this palette has to offer, and I really wanted to use something that was bright because I feel like it's been a while since I've done a colorful eye look anyway. Now taking Varadero, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, which is the dark blue eyeshadow. I'm going to be applying this right in the center right here, mixing in the light blue and the brown just to give it a little bit more depth. I'm trying to use as many of the shadows as possible so you guys can see how they look, how they wear, the pigment and things like that. And I feel like when you're applying it to your eyes and blending it in, it's better than just swatching it on your hands. But I am so glad I did this because I am living for this navy blue. And they all just blend together like butter. And then going back in with the Morphe M573, I'm just going to blend this out just to make sure there's no harsh edges. I'm actually going to add a little bit more Cafecito on the outer corners. Now I'll be moving on to eyeliner. I wasn't sure if I was going to wear eyeliner, but I just want to do a nice line so the eyeshadows blend into my lashes. Now I'm going to curl my lashes for some lift, and I'll also be applying a coat of mascara and popping my falsies on. Alright, now that the lashes are on, we can go ahead and move on to the face. Honestly, this eyeshadow is just so beautiful and I cannot get enough of it. So moving on to the face, I will be using both of these primers. The first I will be going in with the Pore Filler from NYX. Next, I'll be applying the Wet n Wild PHOTOFOCUS Dewy Primer. I love how this makes my skin look so luminous. For foundation, I will be using the Wet n Wild PHOTOFOCUS Foundation. I just recently picked this one up and I am obsessed with it. I swear nothing has made my face look this good as much as this foundation. And my boyfriend complimented me on it, so that's how you know it's true. So this one is in the shade 368C, which is a golden beige. And I will be working it in with my damp beauty blender. This is just one layer of the foundation and I feel like this looks good, but I do like to go for a little bit more full coverage. So I'll just add a little bit more here in my cheek area, a little bit on my forehead and my chin because I still feel like it's a little bit sheer there. And I feel like the beauty blender does suck up a lot of product, but I really like the way this foundation looks with the damp beauty blender. It just dries out so nicely and it buffs the product so nice. I will be going in with the Makeup Revolution concealer and this is in the shade C5. I do feel like this concealer dries out quick, so you gotta work fast. Alright, now that that is all nicely blended in, I will be using my NYX contour palette, taking the dark shade, and I will be contouring my face. Honestly, I love cream contouring. I think it looks so much better than just powder products because it looks more natural. I'll be placing this underneath my cheekbones, on the sides of my forehead, and also underneath my jaw. Alright, and before my concealer creases or starts creasing, I will be using the RCMA translucent powder and baking underneath my eyes. I feel like with this foundation I really have to set it, because if not it starts to feel kind of like tacky at the end of the day. Alright, and to contour and bronze, I will be using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer on my BH Cosmetics brush. Now I'm going to dust whatever translucent powder I had on my face. Kind of just take it all over my face to set. And to contour the sides of my nose, as always, using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe No Tug Dual Eyeshadow Brush, and I like to use the fluffy one. For blush, I will be using the BH Cosmetics 10 color blush palette and taking this orangey shade mixed in with this one. Oh, yeah. Usually I like to kind of just stipple the product because I feel like when I go like that I move my entire makeup and I don't want to do that. Now going back with the Alamar palette, I will be dipping the flat brush from her little brush sets into Cafecito and applying this to my lower lash line. Then taking Cocoa Taxi on this buffing brush, I'm just going to blend that out, smoke it out. And I will be taking a little bit of Tropical on this little buffing brush and apply it. Kind of focusing it more on the outer corners so it stands out more. And it adds a little bit of color. Now with mascara, I will be applying some to my bottom lashes. Taking El Malecón, I will be applying this to my inner corners. Oh, that's gorgeous. It's kind of like a lime green almost. Wow, that's beautiful. Now, I've been seeing her do this, so I'm gonna give it a try. I hope it looks good on me. I will be using La Costa as a highlighter. I know, you guys. I know. I was even kind of like, it looks so freaking good. So I'm going to be taking this on an eyeshadow brush. This is the Morphe Rose Gold brush. And we'll see how it looks. Oh, wow. Honestly, I was so scared. And now I'm like so happy. It looks so freaking good as a highlight. You definitely want to buff it out so it doesn't look like a streak. Alright, and usually with the damp sponge I like to go on top just to kind of press it into the skin and make it look more natural and glowing. I think this looks so good. I don't want it to look too streaky either, so I'm going to kind of keep it very low. Now for the lips, I'm going to keep it nude because I really wanted the focus to be on the eyes. So I will be using my Italia lip liner in the shade brown and this matte liquid lipstick from New York & Company, and I don't even know what shade this is, but it's like their nude shade. And to set that in place, I'll be using my Cinema Secrets Moisture Spray. Guys, thank you for watching this look / review on the Alamar Cosmetics palette. Honestly, I am obsessed with this palette. It's so beautiful and I cannot wait to see what other shades she's gonna come out with because the shadows and the formula on this are just amazing and bomb.com. I'm that excited that I can't even talk, but the shadows were just so smooth and you guys can tell by the reaction in this video. Also the brushes, if you guys don't really want to splurge on them, you don't have to. That blending brush was honestly my favorite of all because it really blended out the shadows nicely and kind of placed them exactly where I wanted them to go, and it did work well with the palette. One thing I do love about this palette is that it's true to colors, so how you pick it up on your brush, it's exactly how it's going to look on your eyes. And that's a big thing for me, because sometimes I feel like with some shadows, when you apply them and you blend them out, they just blend out too much and they just kind of lose its colors and true pigmentations on your eyes as soon as the brush picks it up. But not with this palette. It is definitely worth the $28, and if you guys received it in your BOXYCHARM, I really hope you guys play with the colors. Don't get intimidated or think that you can't play with them, because honestly it was so much fun. I do love that she has these neutral shades in case if you guys don't feel comfortable up here, but even these colors right here are fun to work with. You can just apply some, maybe a little bit on your waterline if you're comfortable with doing that, but have fun, reach out and see what other looks you guys can create. If you guys would like to see more looks with this palette, please let me know down below, because I would definitely love to create more looks. I can see myself using the Coco Taxi and El Malecon alone and just like call it a day on the eyes, but I really wanted to play with the entire palette and use every single shade. The only shade I didn't use, which was Guantanamera. I didn't get to use that shade today, but I would love to use it in another look. But for the most part, I used the entire palette, and I also used one of the eyeshadows as a highlight, which I just think is insane because it actually looks really nice on the skin and it looks like my own glow, but better. So overall, I want to give this palette like a 10 out of 10 from my heart, but I'm just gonna give it like an 8 out of a 10 for those of you who maybe don't feel comfortable reaching out to work with different colors. But as for the formula of the eyeshadows, I haven't worked with something that works this good in a very long time, and I think that just says a lot, right? But yeah, so I was very excited to create with this palette. And once again, the brushes, if you guys don't want to pick them up or you don't really need them, you can use whatever brushes you have. The shadows still work just as amazing, and I didn't even get to swatch them with my finger, but so you guys can see how they swatch on your finger, and that is just one swipe, which is ridiculous. This eyeshadow is really nice. I want to use it. So that pretty much wraps up this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if it helped you guys out, or maybe get an idea or get inspired on how you can use a palette as well. And that basically completes this video and this review. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.